Hi, I'm Jeff Genzler with Genz Benz, and today we're in our wood shop. I want to take this opportunity to go through some of the features and design elements of our Uber series bass enclosures. These are high output, very powerful, very efficient bass cabinets, and they're designed around our custom neodymium loudspeaker. Now, the first thing you'll notice about the cabinets are their classic yet contemporary styling. We're using a black nubby vinyl for the covering, edge lift handles in 3 locations, and a wire mesh grill which is stretched very tightly across a heavy-duty wooden frame secured in 7 locations. This is our GB212 Uber cabinet. It's a 600-watt 4-ohm cabinet, and behind the grill we can see the positioning of the 212s on the square baffle, balanced off by the compression bullet tweeter. And as with all of our neodymium drivers, we've taken special care in the selection of the components: the surround, the cone, the dust cap, spider, and the 2.5-inch edge wound voice coil. Even in the adhesives, we're using very high temperature glues in the mechanical construction of the speaker. As with the 212 in all of our Uber cabinets, this is our 18 dB per octave crossover. We're using a speak-on and 2 1/4-inch inputs, and these 1/4-inch inputs are sealed so no air leaks from the back of the cabinet. This is a 100-watt L pad for tweeter attenuation, and we're using what we call LTP. These are light bulbs in the circuit to the tweeter, and they dissipate harmful energy that would end up going to the tweeter. So let's take a look inside the cabinet. The 212 Uber shell is constructed of 3 1/4-inch 13-ply birch and poplar plywood. We're using a 3 1/4-inch MDF baffle for its density, and it's heavily braced front to back here and here, effectively tying the baffle to the back of the cabinet. We use heavy-duty cleating around the outer edge of the baffle, securely attaching the baffle to the shell. So all of these elements and materials are used to provide a solid foundation and sonic chamber for the powerful thrust produced by the neodymium drivers. Now, this is our shelf port, which is a very important design element for all the Uber cabinets. We call this our smooth tone porting system, and we've radiused every edge that goes into constructing the shelf port. Now, the benefit of this is it reduces the turbulent artifacts from the tremendous velocity that escapes through the port. The benefit is a cleaner, tighter feel to the bottom end. And it's kind of like the aerodynamics on the leading edge of an airplane wing. Here we've radiused the front edge nice and smooth, as opposed to flat and sharp edges. So the response of the 212 Uber is quick, thick, and articulate. It has a lower frequency punch to it than, say, a 410 version. The bottom end is just big, round, and meaty. And due to the 12-inch cones, the mid-range is clear and concise, but a different flavor than you'd get from a 410 cabinet. And the tweeter tops off the clarity of the cabinet nicely. So with all Uber designs, the 212 output just leaps from the cabinet. And if I had to pick one word to describe the 212 Uber, I'd say authority. You just know when it's in the room. So through materials used, cabinet design, speaker selection, it's easy to see that the Uber series is high quality, extremely powerful, ultimately superior, Uber. So take a look for yourself at your local Genz Benz dealer.